think I've ever been starstruck. You ever been starstruck?
Starstruck?
I think I get starstruck.
Yeah, I'm starstruck right now because I do follow you guys' podcast. I do. I mean, you know why? Because it's so freaking hilarious.
Hello, welcome back to the Ef'n Sonny Show. Sonny, how you doing?
Back. I think I OD'd on a Z-Pack, but I'm good. I'm here.
Well, you're here today, and who do we have?
We have our good friend Juan Alvarez, man.
One of the very first trials I ever saw was with our next guest. I never thought that he would be running for judge. He was always one of the coolest, kindest lawyers I ever met. Anyone who's walking in the courthouse, he always stops them, says how they're doing, shakes their hand. Just a really good overall guy. Juan Alvarez, you're here today. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. I'm just elated and excited about the whole. We've been trying to do it for a while, but yeah, I'm excited to be here. I really am. I'm really impressed with everything you got here.
Oh yeah, the best money settlements could buy. But you're here because, I mean, not only do you have a really cool background, but you're running for judge, right?
That is correct. Yeah, I'm running for the 332nd Court that I've been wanting for a while. The legal community, everybody knows that, I guess.
That's a little bit of a historic court, right, Juan?
It is a historic court. When I started practicing back in 2002, and I started the DA's office under the previous administration, which was Rene Guerra, I was assigned to that court as a juvenile prosecutor with Judge Manuel Ramirez, and it was a rude awakening for me. And I can tell you a real quick story about my first experience doing a plea, or my first experience making an announcement in that court. You know, Judge Mario and his, how can I say it, put it kindly? His persona, yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Persona.
His persona.
So I'm there, I'm ready, and I practiced my script. I had my pleas ready. I had worked them out, and for some reason, I had to go upstairs, go get some documents. I was missing the 10-day and 2-day waivers and whatnot. So Judge Mario starts calling the juvenile docket. I was not there. First appearance in court. And I'm walking downstairs, and he told me, hey, Judge Mario he's just fuming inside. He's yelling. So I walk inside, and I say, and the bailiff at the time says, hey, man, somebody said get in there. I didn't want to go in there. It was my first appearance. I said, I screwed this up. Oh, my God. So the judge gets off the bench like he normally does, about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I go knock on his door. Judge, I'm so sorry. You know, they send me upstairs. I mean, you're upset. I am so sorry. I am prepared. I just don't want to give you that impression. He said, Juan, it's all a show. It's just all a show. It's a show. That's just what I do. That's the way I run my court. Don't worry about anything. Needless to say, never after that was I ever late to court. And I wasn't. It was just what happened. But I started back in 2002 there, and I was there for 2.5 years. And I left into private practice in August of 2004. And then I started doing my thing as a private lawyer, a defense lawyer. When I was about maybe after about 10, 15 years in, I said, I want to go back to where I started my roots. Where I started, I like the way Judge Mario runs his court. He's very efficient, very knowledgeable. I don't think I could ever fill his shoes when I get into that seat. But I said, I want to do this. I really like it. So I get appointed as a judge in Mercedes back in 2009. And so I get my feet wet into the judicial world, making decisions.
And I don't know about you, but have you ever had like any cases with Juan Alvarez there in Mercedes?
I have not.
No, great judge. You were always fair. I mean, with traffic tickets, it's always hard. It's always hard because you're dealing with people that went over the speed limit or had some type of traffic violation, but they just don't have the money.
Right.
It's either pay rent or pay my traffic ticket. And I think most people would decide put food on the table and overhead. And I've always heard great things about you. In the few cases I had, you were fantastic. You always helped my clients out with tough situations.
I grew up, I didn't have money. My parents didn't have money. I'm the first to have graduated from high school, first to graduate from college, and postgraduate degree. I'm the first lawyer in the family. I had no lawyers in any part of my family, extended family on both sides of my family, mother or father. So I'm the first one to set that groundwork. So I know where people are coming from when they come before me. Like if you bring somebody before me, if I say, man, they don't have the money, I get it.
Yeah.
And I don't think we should be taking somebody's money where they're struggling to put food on the table. I think people need to eat first, take care of their family instead of taking care of a city. And that's the way I see it. Right. And bonds are the same way. Okay, I have to set a high bond if they're a flight risk. All this, right. Everything I have to take into consideration. But nonetheless, there's also some fairness and look, are they a flight risk? And give them a chance. Just what it's about.
So you're no silver spoon fed baby. You've come up.
And I'll tell you a little bit about my background. I'll tell you, it's a really interesting story. When my dad was a roofer, that's what he did for a living. When he was 25 years old, that's when I was born. He was 25, and he was. The story he tells me was that my mom was pregnant when I was in my mom's belly. She was about to give birth on the 18th of February, and he asked his boss, say, "Can I take the day off? My son is being born." So he said, "Yeah, sure, and why not? I mean, take it." We'd have another roofer and they could work for us. And my dad said, no, he's going to be a lawyer. I didn't even know. Wow. Yeah. So he instilled it in me. I mean, at my infancy, I don't remember those conversations with my dad, but I do remember probably when I was about 5, when I actually started going physically to work with my dad. I started roofing with my dad when I was 5 years old. And he would tell me, you're going to be a lawyer one day. Sounds like an interesting, what it is. I didn't even know what it was. So as time passed, I said, I'm going to be a lawyer. I didn't tell people that I wanted to be a lawyer, but I said something I like to do. But that's where it all started. And my mom cut hair. She worked at Hager's, and we went through some hard times. I can tell you, it was, our water was cut off, our light was cut off. We didn't have food. It was a tough time. We had some tough times there, but my dad never asked for help. He never asked for any type of government assistance. I guess he was so proud.
Yeah, proud. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we ate minimally, rice and beans. That's what we ate. When I actually got to law school, my parents didn't have the money. I got the loans at TSU.
What law school?
Thurgood Marshall.
And where'd you get your bachelor's at?
I got it here at UTPA. It was UTPA at the time.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're local and got your education local.
Yeah. Graduated from Mercedes in 1991. I was born in McKinney. That's the suburb of Dallas, but my parents brought me home, or I call home, Mercedes, where the grassroots are from. My dad was born in Mercedes. My grandmother was born in Mercedes. My great-grandfather was born in Mercedes. I just wasn't born there because my dad was living in Dallas at the time, in the city of McKinney. But I was 10 months old when I moved back to the Rio Grande Valley to Mercedes. So I graduated in 91, went to undergrad here, and then I went to law school at Thurgood Marshall School of Law. Like
I said at the beginning, one of the first trials I ever saw was one of yours.
Oh, wow.
Because I was down for summer school. We had an advocacy class, and they were like, you got to come check out some type of trial. So my then girlfriend's dad said, you need to come check out my trial because I'm going up against Juan Alvarez, and he's really good. And sure enough, I saw you in trial, and great lawyer. I mean, there were some greats there. You were there. My Pam's dad, Mark Alexander, was there.
Great lawyer.
Susan Miller. And
yeah.
I think Wingate was the actual judge.
Judge Wingate, yes.
Yeah. So it was awesome seeing all these greats in trial and just going at each other. And it wasn't even a high profile case. It was just the art, seeing the art of advocacy going on there, and I was personally impressed by how much you cared about the case, because there's
and I like to advocate for my client, and I've gone, just really humbling when you say that, and it gets me to the point of tears. But
because there's a lot of lawyers out there that some of them just don't care. They don't have the passion for their clients. And the one thing that I've personally seen with your clients and your wife, your clients love you guys. They really think the world of you guys. And that is something that's so impressive when not only can a client say that lawyer did a good job for me, but to say my lawyer's a good person, and now I call them my friend. That's something that doesn't happen a lot. So that speaks to the volume of the type of people you and your wife are. And so why do you want to run for judge? I mean, it's going to be a lot more stress.
It is going to be a lot more stress. I know, and I welcome it. I like the challenge. I want to have somebody like you that does civil work and a great lawyer. I mean, I referred cases that I couldn't even handle, and I never thought they would settle. And here comes Ef'n Molina and says, and settles the case for me and runs with a case that I didn't think I could make. But I look forward to those challenges with somebody who's going to be throwing something at me and throwing me some law and let me stop and think. Let me look at it. I want the challenge, and that's what I like. But most importantly, how I can help the people. That's what brings me joy. Just seeing people that are happy and that things get accomplished for the betterment of the community. That's my goal. That's really ultimately my goal.
Juan.
Yes. You
got a Grammy, right?
I don't have a Grammy, but I did. I was nominated for a Latin Grammy with an artist that I recorded with. Back in 20.
Wait. You recorded with. When you say recorded, like you sing? Do you play guitar? What do you do here?
I played different instruments. In high school, I was a sax player. I played saxophone for 7 years, and I played it after that. But I started playing the bass guitar when I was 5 years old, playing with my dad, playing the Tejano music genre. And I dabble in a little bit of, blues and that type of jazz. I never got into it, but familiar with it. I like it. But Tejano was my roots. I play the accordion and I play the guitar.
Very cool.
So
we've got some
bongos. That's some bongos.
So I was invited by a very well-known artist by the name of Ruben Ramos El Gato Negro. He's a two-time Grammy Award winner, Latin and American Grammy Award winner, and by his producer Ricardo Fuentes, who's a personal friend of mine. He's like a brother to me, and he said, "Juan, do you want to record on Ruben Ramos' next CD?"
When was this though?
That was back in 2014 when we started recording it. So
you're practicing law.
Yeah.
You're an active lawyer. You got cases, and then you're also playing in a band. Then
professional musician, yes.
Professional musician,
yes. So I get invited to. Well, actually, we were on a Tejano cruise, and there were some great musicians there. I mean, I say great because they're the best in the industry. Not only that, there was one in particular, and that was on that stage, who was his name is Lionel Elaine. Great trumpet player. That guy, he was a traveling musician for B.B. King.
Oh wow!
He played trump. He was one of the trumpet players for B.B. King, but he's very active in the Tejano industry. And every very well-known artist, Little Joe, Latin Breed, Ruben Ramos, had him as his trumpet player. I shared the stage with him, and I was like, wow. After we do that cruise, my friend says, "You want to record Ruben Ramos?" I was a huge fan of that artist. So you want to be on this next CD? Why not? Heck yeah. So I record on that CD, and as they record those CDs, they get submitted to the Latin Grammys. And I'll give you a little bit of background about the National Recording Artists Society. It's not exactly, but it's called the National Recording Artists, and I don't remember what it is, but it's part of the Grammys, American and Latin Grammys. You have to, in order to be part of that association, you have to have recorded at least half of a CD that is with a recognized label and in mainstream circulation, where you sell in mainstream. Like now, it's the iTunes and everything that's that now distributes the music. Back then it was CDs where you get it at Sam Goody, that type of stuff.
Right.
You have to be. You can't be like a garage band with no label, like you're not recording for Sony or anything like that, to be part of that society or that association. So when I recorded, I met the criteria. I paid my fee, so I'm now a member. The CD gets submitted to the Latin Grammys, and lo and behold, it gets nominated. So when you get nominated, they give you tickets for
cool.
the Grammys. Yeah. And just to give you some background on it, the artists that win, and we're talking about, there's different genres in the for the Latin Grammys. You have the reggaeton and the Pitbull and rock and pop rock, and every single artist you can think of that's in the Latin world is a part of the Latin Grammys. Well, those same artists, Manan, whoever they are, they vote on every single genre.
Oh, cool.
I get to vote for. I was able to vote for who's going to win in the genre of the Manan, and say it was Ricky Martin, whatever. So whoever wins the Latin Grammys in their genre, they're elected by, or they're chosen by their peers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you get
very cool. That's
yeah, so yeah, so we get to the Latin Grammys, and we have they're recognizing this Brazilian artist and very well known, but they have
Shakira.
No,
Okay. Sorry. My mind was.
Come back over
come
here.
back. I'll come back.
Shakira from Brazil?
Coming back. I don't know.
Somewhere
around
some
there.
Latin, some Latin country. But nonetheless, they had Romeo Santos was there, and Victor Manuel, Dionne Warwick was performing.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really
names,
neat. And we're on the table with all these people. That's really neat. Latin Grammys, you go to the main event, and Will Smith passes by with the lady from Fifth Harmony. Manan's performing, and Ricky Martin's performing. It's just big production. They're like, wow. But it was really neat. But nonetheless, we didn't win in our genre. One of the other 5 bands that were nominated won. But I did get my Latin Grammy nomination medallion made by Tiffany.
Oh, cool.
It's really cool. Yeah.
But when you say you recorded on it, what did you record particularly on that CD?
At the bass, I was a
the
bass player.
player.
I was a bass
Okay.
player. I recorded the whole. I was a bass guitar player on that particular CD. Was Ren Ramos El Ídolo, which is an idol. That's what they entitled that CD, El Ídolo. So I was.
So with our profession, there are so many people doing just incredible things. Like most people don't even know that you were a Grammy nominated artist.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people, and I don't tell people because I don't like to do that. I never posted anything on Facebook that I remember. I may have posted one, but some people didn't know I was going to attend the Latin Grammys, and but I don't like posting that stuff. It just I don't know. I just don't.
I mean, the only way I found out is I went over to your office and I go, who's the nominated? There's a Grammy right there.
I don't tell people, and some judges like to say, I don't know if you knew this, but Juan went to the Latin Grammys. He's Grammy nominated, and I don't tell people that. I don't.
Tell your client while you're standing up there with thanks, Judge.
I do, but I'm more embarrassed. I don't like telling people that, and I have them in my office, and sometimes I don't even notice it, and then is that you were at the Grammys? I said, yeah, I was there. But how come you don't tell people that? Because I don't like telling people that.
That's the thing about, I don't mean to brag on our colleagues or anything, but to become a lawyer, you've got to be a pretty bright individual, and those types of individuals are usually pretty good at a lot of other things.
Sure.
Music, other types of skills that don't involve law, and then you have to be pretty meticulous. So you follow, the right path to get good at whatever it is you enjoy doing, and so you end up being good at stuff, besides just practicing.
He sings and plays the guitar, and it's very, very funny.
No, I'm talking about being good.
I agree.
He's good at what he does because he has a podcast and he has followers.
Right. He's good at a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah, he is.
He's really good at editing these things.
Extremely good.
Juan, is there anything else you want to tell the 5 or 6 viewers that we have?
To all 5, 6 viewers, no, just go out to vote. Vote. And that's what's most important. I ask for your vote. I'm actually asking for your vote. There's 3 in my race. There's 2 other people. I'm number 3 on the ballot. February 20th is early vote. March 5th is the election day. So I'm asking everybody, just go out there and vote. Just go and cast your vote for whoever you think is the better person in whatever race, race that you're going to be voting for. But I'm running for the 332nd. I've been wanting this court for a long time. And please vote for Juan Ramon Alvarez. My advertisement are saying Judge Juan Ramon Alvarez because I've been a judge in 2 cities. But you will see only Juan Alvarez on the ballot, Juan Ramon Alvarez, and I'm asking for your vote. That's what I'm doing. Please vote.
These are the signs with the...
Oh, great looking signs.
Yeah,
I mean,
Juan's in a... Well, you see him here, but he's in his robe.
His robe.
Because he serves 2 cities.
Yeah.
2 cities, yeah.
2 cities as a municipal judge.
Yeah. Very fortunate, yeah.
Vote for Juan, guys.
Yeah, but thank you very much, Juan, for coming on.
Thank you
It's
for
been
running,
awesome.
Juan.
Yeah,
Thanks for running.
Thanks for running.